Basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Warriors are making waves in the NBA and fans are excited about the team's recovery, which until a few games ago was far from the playoffs and is now very close. The Warriors are also thinking about strengthening the roster for next season, and a great player from the Memphis Grizzlies will be an important piece in the Warriors' rotation. Rumors: Warriors want to sign Luke Kennard. The Golden State Warriors' most recent 134-125 victory over the Memphis Grizzlies on Tuesday night marked the team's most important win of the season, as they were able to leapfrog Memphis in the standings by claiming the number 5 seed in the Western Conference. Golden State's 4-time NBA champion and 2-time league MVP Stephen Curry authored yet another historic performance, racking up 52 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals and 12 hits from three-point range to outlast Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. After his nuclear outing, speculation may begin to arise that the Warriors' general manager Mike Dunleavy could approach soon-to-be unrestricted free agent Grizzlies guard Luke Kennard about the prospect of joining both Curry and fellow all-time great distance shooter Buddy Hield on their roster for the 2025-26 season. Kennard was given a front-row seat to Curry's incredible night, and it might have done wonders to help persuade the guard into believing Golden State could be a perfect free agency destination for the veteran sharpshooter. At 28 years old, the 6'5" shooting guard has unassumingly established himself as one of the greatest three-point shooters in league history. In his 8th season, Kennard sits at number 3 all-time in three-point percentage with a blistering 43.9% career shooting clip, and ranks number 2 behind only the Milwaukee Bucks' Taurean Prince this season in that same category with a current 44% percentage from outside in 61 appearances for Memphis in 2024-25. With his hypothetical acquisition this summer and unrestricted free agency, Kennard could further elevate the Warriors' three-point heavy rotation as one of the most reliable catch-and-shoot threats in the history of the game, as evidenced by his mind-blowing 48.4% accuracy on such opportunities this year, according to Second Spectrum's tracking data. If Kennard were to decide that taking a relatively cheap deal to join Curry would be his best option this offseason, it's plausible to believe that he could greatly assist the NBA's all-time leader in three-pointers made, 4,029, on his quest to raise the Larry O'Brien Trophy once again in 2025-26. Stephen Curry says the Warriors are championship ready after 5th straight win. Stephen Curry opens up on playoff expectations for the Warriors. In the aftermath of an impressive win over the Denver Nuggets on Friday, the Golden State Warriors are feeling good about their chances to make a run in the West. In a recent chat with the media, Stephen Curry explained why he's so confident in his team as they approach the 2025 NBA playoffs. "We're playing like that. But I've been saying from the start that we have a lot of work to do. You are seeing our identity, night to night. We know how to win games," Curry said, via clutch points. The Warriors fell as low as 11th in the standings this season, and there was legitimate concern that the Warriors' veteran core would spend their final years in NBA purgatory. Fortunately for Golden State, they found new life in the form of a mid-season trade. 009/009. LeBron James reveals the state of his health ahead of NBA playoff push. LeBron James reveals the state of his health ahead of NBA playoff push. Read more. Now, they are 46-31 and 1 game back from the 3rd seed in the West. As winners of 4 straight games, the Warriors are looking like true contenders right now as they dominate on both ends of the court. All the things that championship-caliber teams do, we've been doing. It's different than 2 months ago. So it's just the idea of hold on to that energy. For us to be able to just get into a playoff series, we understand what we're capable of. The Western Conference is a bloodbath right now, with just a 5-game difference between the 2nd seed and 7th seed. The Clippers are currently 12 games above .500, and yet they are only 8 in the West. Despite the steep competition, however, Steph and his team believe they have what it takes to win it all and, considering their track record for success, they may not be entirely wrong. With 4 championships and 6 finals appearances since 2015, the Warriors are one of the most successful teams of the modern era, and Stephen Curry has been leading the charge with career averages of 24.8 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 6.4 assists per game on 44.8% shooting. He turned 37 in March. The Warriors fell on tough times after their title run in 2022. As the West got deeper and the Warriors got older, their championship window was closing fast and they were in total freefall as panic began to set in. It wasn't until Jimmy Butler's arrival that everything changed. Unlike last season, Curry no longer has to carry the Warriors offensively. Jimmy Butler gives them another scoring option, and even LeBron James has acknowledged that his addition has changed the entire identity of the club. As one of the league's premier two-way wings, Butler's interior attack and defensive pressure gave the Warriors just what they needed to turn their season around. He's averaging 17.2 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 5.4 assists per game on 45.6% shooting. The team is 20-4 with Jimmy in the lineup and is largely considered the biggest threat to the Oklahoma City Thunder. If they can stay healthy and carry their momentum into the playoffs, the Warriors might be able to shock the world with an unlikely finals run. Winning his fifth championship would put Curry in lucrative company, but he believes the goal is within reach. Warriors with Jimmy Butler reminiscent of 2021-22 title team, they can win a championship. The Golden State Warriors' most recent 123-116 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers on Thursday night helped the group maintain possession of the number 5 seed in the Western Conference with a current 45-31 record. Four-time NBA champion Stephen Curry followed up his 52-point outburst against the Memphis Grizzlies on Tuesday by pouring in another 37 points to go along with 6 assists in the massively important win over the Lakers' LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Warriors' starting lineup of Curry, Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green have come away the winner of 13 consecutive contests, just another wrinkle of the wide-reaching Butler effect. Since arriving to Golden State via trade from the Miami Heat prior to the February 6 trade deadline, the 6-time All-Star and 5-time All-Defensive Team selection has righted the ship for a team trying desperately to capitalize on the remaining prime seasons of Curry's Hall of Fame career by winning another title. Golden State sat at 25-26 when the deal for Butler was agreed upon, and the team has since won 20 of the 24 games in which he has taken the floor for the dynastic organization. With Butler's successful integration into the lineup and the Warriors supporting pieces like Podziemski, Moody and Jonathan Kuminga stepping up in recent weeks, comparisons have been drawn between this iteration of the team and their personnel from 2021-22, when they raised the Larry O'Brien Trophy for the 7th time in franchise history. Butler has completely shifted the dynamic of this franchise, once again instilling the belief that they can win a championship, Clutch Point's Brett Siegel wrote Friday afternoon. Although many still doubt Golden State's ability to do so, many comparisons can be made between this team and that of the 2021-22 Warriors, who ultimately went on an improbable playoff run and defeated the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. Steph is still Steph. Draymond is still Draymond. Butler has replaced Klay Thompson as the team's second-in-command next to Curry, and he brings a lot more to the table as an all-around two-way threat who acts as a calming presence late in games. There are then Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton II, Kevin Looney, Podziemski, Moody, and so many other contributors who make the Warriors arguably the deepest team in the West playoff picture. One of the hallmarks of Golden State's championship-winning 2022 roster was their famed two-timeline approach, when they'd trot out younger contributors like Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins to mix in with the elder statesmen like Curry, Green, Thompson, Andre Iguodala and Otto Porter Jr. Though both Moody and Kuminga only touched the floor for a combined 18 minutes over the course of 6 contests in the 2022 NBA Finals, they've now progressed to a point where they are integral pieces of a competitive Warriors team along with Podziemski, while Butler has assumed Thompson's role of providing two-way impact at an elevated level. Heading into another tough matchup against a titan of the West in the Denver Nuggets on Friday night, Butler and Golden State have a chance to further establish themselves as a fearsome opponent prior to the 2025 NBA play. Warriors finally break drought and reach shock new status in West playoff race. After 52 and 37-point performances earlier in the week, Stephen Curry has produced another memorable outing to lift the Golden State Warriors to a massive 118-104 victory over the Denver Nuggets at Chase Center on Friday night. Having lost their last 9 games against the Nuggets, the Warriors overcame an early onslaught and some more Nikola Jokic magic to claim victory and stunningly draw within half a game of the 3rd seed in the Western Conference standings. Stephen Curry and Brandon Podziemski again came through for the Warriors on Friday. Curry had 36 points on 13 of 24 shooting and 7 of 15 from three-point range, including a 12-point second quarter which helped the Warriors overturn a 10-point deficit into a 6-point halftime lead. The enormity of the game was on full display as an animated Curry got the crowd going on countless occasions, with Golden State back on their home floor for the first time after a 6-game road trip. Brandon Podziemski played Robin to Curry's Batman on Thursday night against the Los Angeles Lakers, and that once again proved the case 24 hours later as the second-year guard continued his stunning form. The 22-year-old backed up his 8 of 10 three-point shooting against the Lakers with another 4 of 8 from deep on Friday, finishing with 26 points to go with 8 rebounds, 6 assists and 2 steals in over 35 minutes. Jimmy Butler was quiet with just 11 points against the Lakers, but increased his output with 19 points and 5 assists against the Nuggets. It was perhaps Butler's defense that was more important though, with the 6X All-Star recording 5 steals to help force the Nuggets into a season-high 25 turnovers. In fact, Denver had just 60 points over the final 3 quarters after dropping 44 in the first. Jokic did his thing with 33 points on a super-efficient 13 of 17 shooting, but the Nuggets struggled to find another outlet in the absence of star guard Jamal Murray. The Warriors only won the Jokic minutes by 4, but crucially killed the Nuggets who were -14 in the nearly 11 minutes where their star was off the floor. Golden State's defensive effort over the final 36 minutes will only strengthen Draymond Green's DPOY case, with the veteran forward making a couple of big plays in the final period where he forced Aaron Gordon into a shot clock turnover and Russell Westbrook into fumbling the ball out of bounds. The hosts shot 48.9% from the floor, 42.1% from three-point range and 88.9%, 16 of 18, from the free throw line, but the defense was the key as they remain equal first in the league on that end of the floor since February 7. The Warriors are now a remarkable 21-2 with Curry and Butler available, and now have a day off before another vitally important game against the Houston Rockets at Chase Center on Sunday.